Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys my wild garden here in Michigan, with mostly native plants and a few invasive weeds that I keep trying to pull, but they just keep coming back. Um, but so right here we have some Viola sortoria. This right here is Monarda fistulosa. And look at all that Viola sortoria. The wild violets, and this right here is bee balm. And you can see this is the old stem of Physalis longifolia from last year. These always sprout late, so this is going to sprout probably June here, or maybe late May. And then right there is a Geranium maculata. And just look at all of these Viola sortoria. Now, just so you know, they are aggressive, but they are natives. This is a good thing. The flowers support many pollinators, and the leaves support many insects that eat them as well. So, yeah. And then I actually have Solanum carolinense that comes up here in the summer, just like the ground cherries, but it's too early for that. And then I have some white vervain right there. Those old stems right there. Those are going to eventually sprout leaves. I think they might have already sprouted leaves. Oh yeah, this one has right there in the middle there, but they're pretty small because it's still very early. Then there's some Viola sortoria, white flowered subspecies, naturally occurring. Here's another one. That one I just planted. And then here is a beautiful native Geranium maculatum again. Absolutely beautiful. I try not to walk in here, so I walk on the edge of it so I don't want to squish any other plants when I can. Yep. And then we have a Symphio trichum species right there. I believe it's probably pilosum if I had to guess, right here. So this seems to be perennial, comes back every year. You can see the old stems of how tall they got from last year. And then back there is a patch of Solidago gigantea. So I planted those and they're spreading nicely. And you can see some more white wild violets, and there's some right there that you kind of can't see. Ooh, this is nice. Wow, look at that. So this right here, this fuzzy plant, that is actually Physalis heterophylla, and I'm really happy that it's already sprouting. So you can see there's one sprouting there, and there's one sprouting there. So that's really cool. And then through here, these right here, just barely outside of my wild garden, but these won't get mowed or anything. These are kind of protected here. This is, let's see if I can pronounce the name right, the scientific name. Echinocystis lobata. I think I pronounced that right. You know, I say scientific names all the time, and even that's hard for me. So it's very difficult. So sometimes because I'm lazy and it's hard to say the scientific name, I rarely do this, but sometimes I just call it, you know, wild cucumber, even though sometimes common names can be bad because they're very confusing. It's just so much easier to call it that. So sometimes I do. But anyway, you can see these are sprouting, and these are going to have beautiful white flowers and those cool little fruits. Not edible, but maybe good for wildlife, I don't know. But they're pretty cool and native here. So they kind of come back every year as an annual. One of the few annuals that seems to be able to compete well with all of the taller plants.